everybody. I hope you are having a fantastic Friday, Financial Freedom Friday. And I am going to do my weekly check-in with one of my favorite platforms. But before I check in with that, I always got to give you a chance to read this disclaimer. All right, guys, let's get to it and do it. And that platform is Arabotinvest. Yes, Arabotinvest, one of the newer platforms. So we're going to check in and see how it's doing for us so far. But of course, before I say that, I always got to let you know I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Only invest what you're willing and able to lose, and always do your own due diligence. With that being said, let's go ahead and do one of my favorite things to do, and that's make a withdrawal. All right, as you can see, I have a balance of 107 on the account. What I'm going to do is go ahead and click on withdrawal. And we have the 107 here. And I've already put in my wallet address. So we're just going to take the whole thing out. And I'm going to show you why in just a little bit, because of the type of plan that we have. All right, there it is, 107. Confirm. All right, it has been saved, and so this one isn't instant, but they do promise to get you your money very, very fast, as quickly as they possibly can. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at the plans. All right, one of the things I do like about this platform is that they give you variety. So you have a little variety for everybody. So let's start with the gold plan. The minimum is $100 to $300. You're going to get 3.5% ROI on that one after 1 day. So that one you can put in, get your ROI, and get it back out. The platinum plan, now that starts at $500 to $29.99. That's 10% after 2 days. So that's 5% per day. But you have to wait because it's after 2 days. You're going to get 10%, and that is on the platinum plan. Of course, with all these plans, you're going to get your deposit back at the end of the term. Now, the diamond plan, that's starts at $750 to $10,000. So that's 15% over 4 days. So 4 days, you're going to get 15%. So this is 3.5% over 1. This is 5% over 2 days. So 4 days, 15% over 4 days. Let's do some math real quick. I want to rely on my knowledge. Seems like that's going to be almost 4%, but let's go ahead and do the math. So we got 15% divided by 4. That's going to give you 3.75% on this particular plan. They call the diamond plan. In the pro plan, you want to go pro. The pro plan starts at a minimum of $1,500 to maximum unlimited. That's going to give you 20%. Now, even I can do that simple math. That's 4% per day over the 5 days. All right, that sounds like the sound of the cha-ching. So since it's paying, it stayed. Now, what I want to do is just go ahead and reinvest back into the platform. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the profit and just reinvest that 100 and let it keep rolling for me. So what I want to do is click on invest or deposit in my back office. And now it comes here and it brings me to this area. All right, so and you have the different plans here, and I'm not going to go over those right here. And you can have your choice of what you want to get paid in. And of course, my favorite is USD TRC20, baby. So I'm going to go here, click on USD TRC20. We're going to do that same 100. All right, and there is the address, 3.5% for 1 day. Yes, available, yada, yada, make sure everything looks correct. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go here, copy, go to my wallet. Now, remember, I always check last three, first three. And now what I want to do, I want to go ahead, I copy my transaction ID from my wallet. That's the transaction ID. And the payer account is the account that I used to make the payment with. And so now I'm going to save that. All right, it says your deposit has been saved. It will be active when the administrator checks. And so we are good to go. All right, and here we are with the FAQs, and there are just a few things that I want to kind of highlight for you on here, and that is how do you invest? Click on the link, register. We've already covered that. what cryptocurrencies, we cover that as well. How can I withdraw funds? Log into your back office, click on withdraw. I've demonstrated that, so you don't need to see that again. How long to take as quickly as you can, change, log in, daily profit. We're not going to cover that. Direct deposit from my balance. Yes, to make a deposit from your Arabotinvest account, simply log into your members account, click on make a deposit, and select the deposit from the account balance radio. Now, the reason I wanted to highlight that one is that it doesn't state any particular amount of time that it has to be that you could do this. Some platforms you can only reinvest from the platform 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. There's no limitation on this platform, so I do like that about it. Let's see. Can I make additional deposit once this open? Yes, all deposits are handled separately. Funds be available. Funds are usually available within 12 business hours, so just be aware of that. As I said, it hasn't taken that long for me, but that's when your funds are usually available. Can I lose money? Yes, you can lose money in any type of, high profit casino type thing. Any of these, you can lose money. So let's move on. Check your balance, log in, several accounts, blah, blah, blah. Now, one of the things that it doesn't say here, the minimum to withdraw is $10. So if you go in at the $100 level and on that first plan and you're making $3.50, I'm sorry, you're making, so 3.5, so you're making $3.50. You wouldn't then be able to take out the $3.50 and reinvest the $100 because the minimum is $10. So what you would need to do, if you want to do that, you can reinvest the full balance, the full 103.50, and just put that back in. You can do it like that, or you would have to take the full balance out. And if you wanted to keep going back in, you would have to redeposit that and put that back in. Now, if you don't want to do that and you want to make the decision to do it yourself and just set it and forget it, you would need a higher balance on the account. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the plans. All right, here we are once again. The minimum for Arabotinvest on the gold plan is $100. So this is what I was talking about. So from 100 to 300, if you just did the 100, 3.5% is going to give you $3.50. If you then wanted to take out the profit and leave that in, you wouldn't be able to do that on the first on one day. You just have to re-roll it either. So what you could do is take out the full 103.50, or you can just continue to let the 103.50 roll and redeposit and just keep putting it back in. You almost be compounding, but you'd have to do it manually as opposed to the system doing it for you. So hope that makes sense. And just remember though, if you don't do it, because it's only for one day, if you don't do anything, it's just going to sit there. It's not going to do anything in and of itself. Now the platinum plan, $500 to $29.99 on that one. That's over 2 days. The diamond plan, $750 to $10,000. That's over 4 days. That's 15% over 4 days. This platinum plan is 10% over 2 days. And the professional plan, $1,500 to unlimited, is 20% over 5 days. And if you want to get started with Arabotinvest, make sure to click on the link in the description and comment of this video. And make sure you watch this next video as I show you. Well, I think Novatech was being just a little petty, but I want to get your opinion.